Okay, so today we'll be talking about increasing and decreasing functions, the first derivative test. So let's go ahead and start drawing up what our function's going to look like. Okay, let's pick, blue, why not? Okay, and that's going to be the first derivative test. Okay, so basically what we'll be looking at is the intervals at which a function is increasing and decreasing. Now, some of you guys can probably already take a look at this and tell me the intervals that it is increasing and decreasing. So let's put some letters up here. A, B, C, okay, and just working with that. Okay, so the first derivative test, okay, is going to actually tell us in certain values whether we're increasing or decreasing, because you have to remember the original function is equal to position. Okay, then the first derivative is equal to velocity, which is going to be how we tell everything is going our way, or which is going to tell us, whether we're increasing or decreasing. And then the second derivative is going to tell us whether it's going to tell us about our acceleration. Acceleration. There we go. Oof. Acceleration. There we go. Okay, so just taking a look at this. So right here, I could take a look at this a couple of different ways. Okay, so right here, I'm decreasing until I get to A, and then I become a flat line. Okay, and then from A to B, I'm increasing slower, albeit very slow, and then it flatlines to the 0. Okay. Alright, and then I decrease till I get to C as a value, and then it flatlines, or whether I'm increasing or decreasing, and then up until infinity I'm increasing. Okay? Alright, so along here is decreasing, along here it's increasing, right here decreasing, right here increasing. So those ones are pretty easy to take a look at a graph. But let's say you didn't have that and you had to go by the function itself. So what you have to do is deal with the derivative. So let's say f of x equals 4x cubed minus 3x. Yeah, let's just do that. Oh, I want a cube. What am I doing? Cube plus 5. Okay, so the first derivative test is to do this. And you want to check on certain intervals and stuff, so you want to look for critical points. So the first test is we do f of x equals, f prime of x, equals 12x squared minus 3. Okay, so that's the first one. So first off, I have to find the critical points. So the critical points, I have to set x equals 0, and go 12x squared minus 3. Okay, and so what I do is I solve for it. So I get 3 equals 12x squared. Okay, I divide both sides by 3 and I get 1/4. 1/4 equals x squared. Okay, and I just do the square root of both sides. Okay, and I get plus or minus 1/2 equals x. So I actually have a couple of points of interaction. Okay, so there's going to be something happening. Let's say I actually looked at my graph here. Okay, at 1/2 and negative 1/2 I have a critical point. Okay, so these are critical points. And so these are going to tell me my intervals. So this first interval is going to be infinity. Alt 2, 3, 6. Ooh, yeah, let's go negative, comma to negative 1/2. Okay, and then this one is going to be from negative 1/2, comma to positive 1/2. So that interval right there. And then this interval right here is going to be 1/2, comma, infinity. Okay, so I'm going to test a number in here. So I'm going to test -1. So I test -1 in here, and I plug it into here and see if I get a positive or negative number. Okay, so I plug it in, so it's going to be 12 times 1, because -1 squared is 1, minus 3 is going to be equal to 9. So that's positive. So on this interval, it is increasing. Okay? All right, on this interval, I'm going to plug in, let's say, 0. So 12 times 0 minus 3 is equal to -3. So this one is decreasing on this interval. Okay? All right, and then I plug in, let's say, 1 in here. It's going to be pretty much like the same as before. It equals 9. So the sign of the answer I get is going to tell me if I'm increasing or decreasing. And so because I got a positive 9 here, a -3 here, it doesn't matter the number, it just matters the sign, and then a positive here, I can tell you if it's increasing or decreasing, okay, as an overall function. So this always works if you don't have a graph, okay, and this kind of helps too because you know that you should have 3 answers, okay. All right, and if we just take a look at it to do, oh, this is just, if we take a look at this, we know that it's going to cross 3 times, so we know it's going to go up, come down. Oh, that doesn't help because that actually is worse. So let's get rid of that. Increasing. Yeah, I really can't draw it from here. I'm not going to try. Alright, but you can take time to actually graph this and see what the derivative is going to look like, okay? Alright, but you do have to find the derivative, set it equal to 0 to find your points of your critical points, and then use those critical points to find your intervals that you're working with, okay? Thank you very much and have a great day. Bye.